I know, this is pretty disturbing footage, but there is a lesson at the end of this video. For now, just take in what you're seeing. And what I see is a dead shark. I mean, that shark looks terrible. The movement back and forth is the current. And now this ROV is going up and pushing it. And it's going to go up and give it another nudge. And the shark that we just thought was dead, or at least I would have said was dead, swims off for a little bit. It looks a little awkward, but, won't get too speculative. Bottom line is that shark looked dead. It swam off into murky water. Who knows for how long, but I think it's important to remember that shark had obviously gone through trauma already. You can see the marks on its body. Those are the lines from the planks of the deck of the OCEARCH boat. It looks like there's some bruising going on as well. I mean, this looks like a rotting corpse until you see it move. But how long did it live after it swam off? Because after what it already went through on the boat, it proceeded to just lay on the bottom of the ocean for how long before that ROV came along? Now, how much damage has that thing sustained after not swimming and after whatever it went through being captured and kept on the deck? To just assume that the animal is magically back to healed seems a little wishful. But this gets even more interesting. OCEARCH was confronted regarding this footage and whether the shark had survived or what the condition of the shark was, and Chris Fisher replied that this was Edna and that she was tracked for 6 months up to Durban, and that there was an internal acoustic tag that would work for 10 years. Okay, none of their tags work as long or the way that they claim for them to. Whether it be from battery failure or biofouling with plant growth covering up the tag, or the tag just doesn't ping for a variety of reasons, or sometimes you even see that the fin has been ripped away where the tag used to be, and they just simply do not last as long as they claim for them to last. In this particular case, you can see from OCEARCH's own website that their tracking data for Edna does not match what Chris Fisher said. This is just over a month of tagging data from the beginning to the latest ping from that shark. In recent history, they've had better success with the tags lasting a little bit longer, but considering OCEARCH's history of falsifying information, it's hard to say whether or not it's even the truth that they are still tracking these sharks that they claim to have been tracking for multiple years now. And that internal acoustic is supposed to last for 10 years. That doesn't sound healthy for the shark, but I digress. What's more important here is that this shark doesn't seem to have a tag on it. Now, I don't know why it wouldn't have a tag on it, but if they noticed that they were having problems with the shark and wanted to release it quickly, maybe they didn't tag it, although it seems to me that they'd tag all of them. But I cannot see a tag on this shark, no matter how many times I look at this footage. And if this shark isn't tagged, then it's not Edna. And falsified information was provided to try to claim that this shark survived. But if you can see a tag, show me. I do not see a spot tag. Now, on a tagging, tracking, migration, conservation note, if what Chris Fisher said is true and they tracked this shark up to Durban, I think you need to know that South African researchers have known about the coastal trip from the Cape up to Durban since 2001 and reconfirmed it again with a paper published in 2005. And more important than that is that we know that in the Durban waters of KwaZulu-Natal, that is where they use nets and drumlines to kill white sharks. And if we know that that is an annual migration for them and an important spot for them, and that they get killed there every year, but the goal of tagging the sharks is to learn where they go so that we can save them, well, I think that you can see through all the bullshit right there. Because we, one, know where they go, and two, know who's killing them. So if we actually want to get serious about saving these sharks, we need to stop the Natal Sharks Board, which OCEARCH has absolutely no problem with and has never said a single word about stopping them.